be like
So
that.
what's the next topic?
The next topic is this is initially going to be last week, so we done an episode last week since it happened then. But it was regarding Sony and E3. For those who don't know, originally, Sony's going to be. Well, we were speculating that Sony will be in the E3 conference this year. They put out news last week saying they're going to pull out. Pause. They're going to be pulling out of. They're going to be. They'll be pulling out for the conference of E3 2020 this year, and so I guess it's gonna be getting into news about that as far as that in regarding them possibly revealing their PS5 with the state of play, because they've been testing out the state of play format, dealing with Nintendo Direct and all that stuff. They're trying that out, and we're gonna talk a little bit of that as far as them possibly doing their reveal on state of play. So what do you guys think of that being a thing?
I'm gonna keep it 100% honest with you. Sony could shit in a can and slap a PlayStation logo on it, and I'd buy it. Like, I'm just one of those dude. What are you saying?
I was gonna say Flash is the dude that would buy the PS1 Classic for like $80.
You damn right I didn't, but like if I
I'm glad you did.
Like I didn't, but if I had $80 when it came out, I probably would have bought the shit. Let's be honest.
Thank
Like,
God you didn't.
look, I mean, here's the thing. Sony has so many. Sony has so many games and exclusives on their system and stuff like that. Like I'm not even worried about them skipping E3. Like. And because I know they're gonna bring it when they drop the system, and even if I have to wait a little bit after it drops, I'm fine with it. I know that they're gonna come through. We already have Last of Us 2, and Last of Us 2 is enough. Almost like I want to play that game so damn bad. If like that's the only good game in the first like 6 or 7 months of the system coming out, like I'm fine. Because Last of Us 2 is on PS4. Don't get me wrong, but for a fact they're gonna re-release that shit on PlayStation 5.
Okay.
So, and I'm probably gonna wait for it on PS5 if I'm being honest with you, because it comes out so close to the PS5. I'm probably just not even gonna buy it on the PS4. Like my PS4 is going on the shelf and never being touched again.
Yeah, I think the only game that I can see myself getting at this point that's coming out, for the PS4 will probably be The Last of Us Part 2. Only because I'm really anticipating that, but just about every other game can kind of wait. Regarding releasing all that, but yeah, honestly I have no problem with with them trying to like branch off and do their own thing. I kind of figured it would kind of get to this point too, with seeing them how they've been like testing it for so long and kind of just trying to test the waters, and even though it's kind of been lackluster with some of their presentations and stuff, it's basically trying to get a feel of it with moments like these. But honestly, I have no problem with it. If it kind of like it's just kind of making choices that transition to where like they don't really need E3 at that point as far as like a platform, because they can just only use their own platform and present what they want to present. So I mean at this point, to each of their own as far as them not being at E3 and kind of venturing off into their own thing with that. So it's whatever.
State of play is shit.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
And speaking of that, since you said the state of play is shit, well, technically it is. This is going to be their biggest opportunity to actually dig the state of play out of its own grave, because it's already 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Because of all of the mishaps. This is their best bet. Because they're literally copying Nintendo. Think about what Nintendo did. They didn't go to E3. They had the Direct on their side. So if PlayStation is going to, follow in the footsteps of Nintendo, inspiration, I guess. But if they're going to do it, they might as well go all in and put all their cards on the table with state of play. Because another crappy state of play is going to be out of state, out of mind, out of state, however the heck you want to call it. So this is their big chance. And they would be absolutely stupid if they blow it. PS5, state of play, you better not clickbait people this time, because I would really be curious to see what they're going to do with this console. especially since they already throwing hints out there about Street Fighter 6. I'm real curious about that.
They need to do something good with State of Play though. Like there's just so much bad around it. Like
Yeah,
I think them not being part of E3, maybe they can like make at least State of Play look and be more appealing. Because right now it's not.
I would hope so, at least with the potential reveal, the PS5 kind of be on that platform. I would hope they would, try to amp it up, because all it has been like really indie games, or it's mainly just been freaking VR games. Who gives a damn about any VR games from freaking Sony? Nobody cares, honestly. So hopefully, they can kind of bounce back with this and really pay close attention and put all their focus into, if they do end up coming about, with the reveal for the PS5, hopefully they put all their attention to it with the State of Play. I also wonder, how long has, if anybody knows, or when did Nintendo start with their Nintendo Direct presentations? I'm kind of curious on that.
When?
Because I'm just kind of curious. When
did Nintendo Direct start?
Because I'm just curious. It's just like, when did they start, and kind of like how they started off per se, as far as like their performances. Maybe I don't know if it's kind of like started off to where Sony is now, kind of just started off kind of like dull, and they kind of built it its way up over the years. I just don't know. I don't know if it's like
I can't recall when they actually started it, but when they started it, it did start off pretty strong.
I guess it's saying October 21st, 2011.
Damn.
Was it really that way back? Dang.
It says the presentations began in Japan and North America with the first edition of the Nintendo Direct.
That went way back.
See, I didn't know much about them until I'd say probably 2017, 18. So I wouldn't, would definitely know way back when they actually started, and knowing, how they performed then. I'm just kind of curious how they performed then, and kind of like basically compare it to how Sony is starting theirs off, just to see, the evolution per se. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of curious about that. But yeah, Sony has plenty of potential to, not bomb this around. They have opportunity. They just gotta capitalize.
Yeah. Start with the Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Start with the Soldier Boy.
Yo, what if PlayStation came out and they were like announcing our new brand deal, our new association with Soldier Boy?
Oh no!
That'd be the biggest troll. Oh my
That'd be
god.
the fakest PS5
No, the PS5 was literally the Soldier Boy system.
Y'all gonna mess me up. Stop!
Man, don't do it.
No. The reason Soldier Boy shut up about it a long time ago is because he accidentally leaked it. He thought it was fun.
Y'all need to
Just
stop.
back door, like, yo, chill. We're like 8 months away from revealing.
Does anybody else have any anything to discuss about the Sony thing? Because we're gonna get into a little bit, just a small topic relating to the gaming stuff. I just wanted to make sure everybody had their thoughts on that before we move.
I think it's a good look for Sony to do that on their own. I just think that, them doing it in correlation with other games and other people and other this and other that. Yeah, they need to regroup and regress on what they're doing and figure out a common median to shit, because they haven't gotten it right with the last one. They fucked it.